Here I am from a spreadsheet. Here to talk about BackBit. This is how I envisage the final product to look, sort of. It's a spreadsheet, database, call it what you will. This is pretty simple. This is how I envisage Tim's finances. So this is a sort of single user usage. So he has two sources of income, hot plates and rent from his lodger. Interesting lifestyle. Two unique Bitcoin addresses. This is receiving addresses, and in this case 100% of that profit, this is in yellow, goes to this box, green to that box. So it's pretty straightforward. These are supplies and royalties. You can have as many columns on there as you like, but for the basics and an introduction, we'll start with just this. So 100% of the money from his hot plate commissions goes into his money strategy here. Cold wallet, 10%. So that's an offline wallet, nice and secure. Hot wallet could be on a phone, could be on a desktop PC. 10% of his Bitcoin. So these are just shunting Bitcoins through to different addresses. This is a little bit more, well, a little better. This is an instant exchange to Great British Pounds. So this address here is unique to that BackBit has processed this for him. 100% there, 70% there. So 70% of that money coming in from that BTC address goes to Great British Pounds. He also has a FX to Japanese yen because he's going to Japan soon, evidently. And he's given 1% to the RSPCA. What a lovely bloke. So here's a payee's settings here. These aren't used just yet because he doesn't pay anyone. If he wanted to pay tax, more tax for some reason, then you could put it in there, I suppose, and this would go in here. Let's just have a flick over to somewhere that would use tax. So this is a shop, or how a shop would work. Unique ID is here. This is the main difference. You have receivings, and these generate. So this would be used to generate Bitcoin addresses, these unique IDs. So let's start with the digital movie. A unique ID here would generate a QR code, or BackBit would. So something like that. So if you're watching, or you're on a particularly popular service provider, this will just throw a Bitcoin address up here. So this is nice and easy. You just scan the Bitcoin address and send it. And because it's a unique identifier from the BackBit end, this one Bitcoin address is the only one in existence ever. So the only person who could pay it, well, anyone could pay it, but the only television that's being displayed on right now is yours. So you pay that, playback begins. No credit card details, no ringing up dodgy lines, no rubbish like that. You pay, it plays. It's a pretty good selling point, to say the least. Similarly, for goods and services, so that's Celebrity Mug. This is a popular website. BackBit would then be used to generate codes at the checkout, or for single items, or for multiples. So another nice little touch there. This is what I really want to happen. Profit strategy, different. Obviously, it's not all just going to 100%. I suppose it could. Again, this is all configurable entirely by you or whoever's installed it. Well, that's how I want it to be. I want it to be free and open source as well, of course. So 82.5% of the profit on home AT goes here. Let's choose an instance where there's a little bit more action going on. Yes, a jet. So the shop sells jetpacks for whatever reason. Only 7.5% of that profit. It's 7.5% of that sale is profit, but that still goes to the same profit strategy as Tim had. So essentially, it's splitting it down. 7.5% goes into this, again, colour-coded box. 70% goes to the supplier. So the supplier's got its own unique ID, Jetco, there it is. They've got their own Bitcoin address. 70% of that sale goes to them. 5% then goes on a royalty to JetX Petroleum, which is also down here. They've got their own Bitcoin address, and 17.5% of that goes to tax. So there's a tax address. Again, I wouldn't expect the tax man to just take Bitcoin, at least not yet, but you could have a similar setup on the other end of BackBit, which just converts that money to Great British Pound, for example. So using BackBit in different sort of stages can be a very powerful thing to do. From a finance perspective, it opens a massive number of doors. You'll notice here, just to point this out, that 7.5% of that sale, 10% of that goes to gold. So there are plenty of, well, plenty, I know at least there's a few for now, there'll be more I'm sure, people, or businesses rather, willing to accept Bitcoin straight for gold. So, you know, instantly exchanging Bitcoin for precious metals, US dollars, Great British Pounds, other cryptocurrencies. Big deal, huge. Could change everything, and I bloody well hope it does. Okay, let's have a look at the next page. This is a charity company, so similar setups. Again, this is a receiver. This is a little bit more of an advanced receiver. This is a charity, so a charity could be completely transparent and put this on their website. So they could announce to the world, this is exactly what happens with your donation. And that would be nice to see, wouldn't it? Complete transparency from somebody. So I imagine the people who would sort of oppose these projects are the ones who really have got something to hide. I'll probably say no more on that for now. But again, we've got receiving addresses here, similar concept. 60% of that goes into this box, 35% to Buchi Hotco, hot plate manufacturer. Perhaps they're based in Japan. Again, if they get paid in Bitcoin via this address, they could have a setup on their end that instantly cashes 98% of that to Japanese yen, 2% to gold, for example. So there's a huge number of different options to go with this, and I hope this little overview has given you an idea of what I envisage and what I hope that this can achieve, and what a big deal this really could be. I'm trying to crowdfund this on startjoin.com/backbit, and there's a £5,000 target, which all of that will go to the successful coding team. It's a bounty, so the more money we can get, the better products we can have. I don't care if it's written by a kid in a shed, to be honest, as long as it's half decent. Good on you, son. Here's some money. If it will always evolve. Whatever the first instance is, it could be absolutely crap. But as long as it does at least most of this, I would hope all product evolution will happen. Because it's open source, because it's free, anyone can then chip in and take the project forward. But yeah, startjoin.com/backbit. I hope to see you there. Any questions you can ask me there, or you can tweet me at MilkmanHero. And yeah, fire away. So that's that. Thank you for watching.